There is a fuse in your car right now that a $47 billion industry does not want you to know exists. Not because pulling it damages anything, not because it voids your warranty, not because it causes a fault code or trips a sensor or shuts down a safety system. Because pulling that fuse costs them money. Specifically, your money. Money they have been collecting every single month since the day you drove off the lot, without your knowledge, without your consent, and without a single line in your contract that told you it was happening. The fuse controls the Telematics Control Unit, the TCU, the cellular modem built into every vehicle manufactured after 2015. And the moment you pull it, 3 separate revenue streams go dark simultaneously. The data broker stops receiving your GPS coordinates, the insurance company loses access to your braking patterns, and the manufacturer loses the real-time driving profile they have been selling to parties you have never heard of. Forums have been telling you how to pull the fuse for years. What they have never explained is why the people who built that fuse into your car are so desperate to make sure you never touch it. That is what this video is about. By the end of it, you will understand exactly what dies when you pull that fuse, who loses money when it goes dark, and why the same companies fighting to keep it powered are now lobbying for laws that would make it illegal to disconnect. Let's start with why most drivers have no idea this fuse exists. Every fuse box in every modern vehicle has a diagram. That diagram is printed on the inside of the fuse box cover. It lists every fuse by number, amperage, and function. On a 2019 Chevrolet Silverado, the Telematics fuse is labeled TCU. On a 2020 Ram 1500, it's labeled in the Integrated Power Module as F57. On a 2021 Ford F-150 with the Sync 4 package, the option code is 76C and the fuse designation is F105. Here is what is behind that label. The TCU is a cellular modem, physically identical in function to the modem in your phone, permanently wired into your vehicle's main communication network. It draws constant low-level power even when the vehicle is parked and the engine is off. It has its own dedicated SIM card registered to the manufacturer, not to you. And it is transmitting on a schedule that has nothing to do with whether you are driving. On GM vehicles from 2020 onward, the TCU contains a small internal lithium backup cell. Pull the main fuse, and the backup cell keeps the module alive for 72 to 96 hours. The antenna is still connected. The buffer is still uploading. You pulled the fuse, the modem kept transmitting for 3 more days.
This is the part the manufacturer's press release will never print. When that fuse comes out, it does not just cut power to a module, it simultaneously terminates 3 separate commercial operations that have been running inside your vehicle since the day you bought it. Each one generates revenue. Each one generates that revenue from data that belongs to you, and none of them required your signature to begin. Revenue Stream 1, the Data Broker Pipeline. The TCU transmits your precise GPS coordinates, speed, acceleration rate, braking force, cornering G-force, and idle duration on a continuous basis. That data is packaged and sold to data aggregation companies. LexisNexis Risk Solutions and Verisk Analytics are the 2 largest, who process it, score it, and resell it to insurance underwriters. In 2024, the New York Times confirmed General Motors had been selling this data on millions of drivers. The drivers were not informed. The buyers were insurance companies. The product being sold was the detailed driving record of people who were still making monthly payments on the vehicle doing the reporting. Revenue Stream 2, the manufacturer's behavioral database. Every data point your vehicle transmits is also logged to the manufacturer's own servers. GM's Connected Services Database, Ford's Ford Pass Platform, Ram's Connected Vehicle Infrastructure. These databases are used to build actuarial profiles of how specific drivers use specific vehicles under specific conditions. Revenue Stream 3, the Connected Services Subscription. OnStar on GM vehicles, Ford Pass on F-Series trucks, Connected Services on Ram. These subscription packages are sold to you as convenience features, remote start, navigation updates, roadside assistance. What they actually are is the retail packaging around the same data pipeline that is already running whether you subscribe or not. The subscription gives you access to the consumer-facing features. The data collection runs underneath it regardless. When you pull the fuse, the subscription features go dark. That is the loss the manufacturer warns you about. The data collection also goes dark. That is the loss they do not mention.
The Intelligent Speed Assistance Mandate, which we covered in a previous video, requires that a GPS-integrated telematics device be installed in every vehicle registered to a driver who triggers the program. That device is manufactured by a small group of companies. Those companies hold the patents. Those companies lobbied for the mandate. And here is the detail that connects it directly to the fuse conversation. The mandate specifically states that tampering with, disabling, or removing the device is a criminal offense, carrying fines of up to $5,000 and potential license revocation. That language did not appear in the legislation by accident. It was drafted by the same legal teams that represent the telematics vendors. Because the vendors know exactly what happens when drivers figure out there is a fuse. They know because it has already happened to their revenue. GM's Connected Services subscriber numbers dropped 14% in the 18 months following the 2024 New York Times investigation. Not because drivers canceled subscriptions, because drivers started pulling fuses. The subscriber drop is documented in GM's Q3 2024 earnings call. They do not describe it that way. They call it Connected Services Engagement Headwinds. That's the corporate language for people found out what we were doing and they turned it off. There is not a single peer-reviewed study demonstrating that telematics data collection reduces accident rates. They are lobbying to protect a revenue stream that your fuse box threatens. Pulling the wrong fuse in the wrong sequence on the wrong vehicle does not just fail to solve the problem, it hands the module a transmission window and leaves you with a repair bill on top of it. Smart drivers are not just pulling fuses, they're running a specific sequence based on the architecture of their specific vehicle. Here's what that looks like. The correct sequence on any GM vehicle from 2020 onward: antenna disconnection first, fuse second. The shark fin antenna on the roof connects to the TCU via a coaxial cable routed through the headliner. Disconnect at the antenna end, not at the module, and the TCU stays powered, stays on the bus, generates 0 fault codes, but has no cellular path. Then pull the fuse. The module powers down with the buffer undeliverable. Nothing uploads. The job is finished. On a 2019 to 2022 Ford F-150 with the base TCU, no Sync 4 package, there is no internal backup cell. Fuse F-105 in the underhood fuse center. Pull it, and the module goes completely dark. Clean, simple, no sequence required. If your build sheet shows option code 76C, you have the Advanced Telematics package. Treat it the same as the GM, antenna first, fuse second. On a 2019 to 2023 Ram 1500, fuse F57 in the integrated power module on the driver's side of the engine bay. No internal backup cell on the base configuration. Pull F57 and the module is dark. After the job is done, verify it. An RF signal detector held against the roof near the shark fin base will show signal in the 700 to 900 MHz cellular band if the modem is still active. After a clean disconnect, it reads nothing. Here is the timeline you need to understand, because the window to do this legally in every state without restriction is not permanent, and the states where it closes first are the ones with the highest concentration of drivers who are going to be hit hardest by what comes after. In states where the ISA mandate has already passed committee, the anti-tampering language goes into effect the moment the bill is signed. Illinois is the furthest along. Washington passed parallel language in 2024. Maryland's companion bill moved out of committee in early 2025. California's DMV has already begun an administrative pilot program that does not require a legislative vote to expand. In those states, disconnecting your TCU after the anti-tampering provision is in effect is no longer a personal choice about your own property. In states where the bill has not yet reached a floor vote, the window is still open,
And the single most effective thing that has demonstrably stopped this legislation is direct constituent contact to the specific committee members holding the bill. Not petitions, not social media, not comments. Phone calls and written contacts from voters in those members' districts, citing the specific bill number, the specific provision, and the specific objection. The companies that lose money when you pull it are working to change that, state by state, bill by bill, anti-tampering clause by anti-tampering clause. The drivers who act now, who understand the sequence, run the verification, and know which states are already past the point of no return, keep their options permanently. The drivers who wait until after the bill is signed do not get to go back. The fuse stays in the box, the pipeline stays open, and the $47 billion industry keeps collecting from a device they built into a vehicle you own. We just covered the fuse, what dies when you pull it, who loses money, and why they are lobbying right now to make disconnection a criminal act. But the TCU is not the only surveillance architecture running inside your vehicle. Starting with the 2026 model year, every new car sold in the United States ships with a federally mandated sensor array facing forward, rearward, and to both sides simultaneously. It processes everything in a 360-degree field around your vehicle every second you are driving. What that data is used for beyond braking, which federal agency has subpoena-free access to it under the 2024 Infrastructure Act, and why there is no fuse that controls it, that is the next video. Watch it next.